And another fight on this main card was Kelvin Gastelum versus Ian Heinich, and Kelvin finally stops his 3-fight losing skid with what wasn't an amazing win, but it was good. And Heinich is a solid opponent in his own right. He the help of 6 takedowns really kind of propelled him through this fight. And I have to ask, let's talk about what's next for Kelvin now, because of course we that 3-fight losing streak, and now he goes and gets this win. The rankings as of recording have not been updated yet because it takes a little bit. But going to this fight, we had Kelvin Gastelum being the number 9 ranked Blake, and I want to offer you a man coming off a win against Anderson Silva. What about Uriah Hall versus Kelvin Gastelum for his next fight?
A guy he's already beat in the tough finale.
Mm-hmm.
A guy that is really good friends with and already knows that he has no chance beating. No,
No point.
not interested in
No
that.
point. What would you like
I
to
mean,
see
they're
there?
homies, bro. They're not going to fight each other. They've already fought each other.
So you just think no point
I
in the
just don't.
rematch?
Yeah, they're just.
What would you like to see then?
There's no point in that.
Because
Uh,
of course, if we go up the
I
rankings,
loved his. He said that he wants to be the standby for Paulo Costa and Robert Whittaker. I love that.
I
I think that's
love
great
that.
because Whittaker owes him a fight.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
for sure. I want
Yeah.
to see that fight at some. I mean, look at how good the fight was with him and Izzy.
Mm.
Him and Whittaker are going to be freaking phenomenal. I'd love to see him fight Paulo Costa. I'd love to see literally any of those guys up at the top. I'd love to see him rematch Hermanson.
Yeah.
Let's see who else is up there.
Maybe when
Holland
Ken
is
Neer
already
gets
tied
healthy.
up. So I mean, I'd even say Holland, but Holland is already fighting Brunson.
Yeah. Yeah. That I'm looking forward to that. And
There's a
then
lot of matchups right here in the middleweight division, man.
it's kind of booked right
People
now.
are
Maybe
fighting soon too.
would Jared Cannonier, once he's healthy, Cannonier versus Gastelum?
Cannonier's another one. He hasn't fought him yet either. So I mean, there's a ton of options here. It's not like there's no options. Marvin Vittori and Darren Tiller fighting each other soon.
European
Like I
Championship on
said,
the line.
yep. Holland and Brunson are fighting each other really, really soon. So I mean, those are 4 middleweights that are going to free up in the blink of an eye. So there's so many options from the middleweight division, not only like around his number, but also up. Like I said, Paulo Costa, Robert Whittaker, one of those guys falls out. Insert Kelvin Gastelum. He is a guy that went 5 rounds with Izzy, took him to the edge of the earth,
to the brink.
So I'm really high on Kelvin Gastelum still.
Gotcha.
I think he's a really good fighter still.
Yeah, those 3 losses. I mean, we explained that in our last UFC show. They're not bad losses, and so it's nice to see him get back on track. But
like Darren Till is like the wonder boy of the middleweight division now.
Ooh,
he is just a weird stylistic fight that it seems like it just frustrates people.
Mm-hmm.
Even Whittaker, he was frustrated with that fight for sure.
And I keep Wonderboy in mind because I'm going to bring his name up a little later in our last fight.